Hello everyone, PraseCoder here, and welcome back to more of Tears of the Kingdom. Last time, we conquered the last of the labyrinths here in the entire game, and now we're trudging through the desert proper, trying to get to Gerudo Town. If I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. This is probably what I consider the endgame area, just because you're either going to have a lot of stuff in your pockets to heal yourself up while you're traversing this place from the extreme heat and the extreme cold that happens from day and night cycles, but you only need like light amounts of it. You can also use gear to get around it. There's many ways to get around this whole cycle, really. I just choose to use go to this area last, just for my own sanity, really. Now, for gear-wise, I will probably make pit stops and grab not so much hydromelons, but definitely the volt fruits that are scattered around here, because this is the only area that volt fruits grow is in the desert. They grow off of cacti. If you want to get around this place a little bit easier, one, there's a piece of gear you can buy in Gerudo Town. I don't know if it'll be before or after the regional phenomenon happens, but there will be a piece of gear you can buy to get around the slow movement in the sand here. Or you can make yourself effectively a boat, or more accurately a hovercraft, and get around it. Now, that is no mushroom, and a warrior is seemingly stabbing it with little to no positive impact. Oh well. Listen, it's not my place to be. Now, of note, something I should tell you guys is that while you're here in Korok Bazaar and Gerudo Town, you do not have to worry about the, oh gosh, it's so tempting. Do I have one to replace? Yes. I like the Gerudo bows more, I'm sorry. While you are in Korok Bazaar and Gerudo Town proper, you do not have to worry about the effects of weather at all. Oh, perfect. You have actually one piece of the gear I'm looking for. I'll buy it from you. So, I sell one of the latest fashion crazes straight from Gerudo Town. If you're after the Desert Vo headband, you come to the right place. It used to be part of a hard part for Vo to get their hands on. Not only is what I sell as a fashionable choice, it's also great for staving off the desert heat. And even if you already got one, why not settle? Why not just for just that one when you could get another one different color? Cool. Well, I will buy it because I have money, and I think it. Oh, it's not that expensive. Perfect for heat wicking while you're out here. So, yep, I'll buy it. If you're coming here first, this is definitely a good buy, so you don't have to worry about keeping yourself cool during the daytime. But you have to go to a special place to get them. Yeah, fashion place in town, which will be there at some point. Vo aren't allowed in Gerudo. Forget I say anything. Vi and Vo. Well, it's kind of like a regional dialect. We kind of had this when we were in Gerudo Town, but it's a regional dialect kind of thing, or I guess their language. I'll touch on that while we get inside the shrine, actually. Oh, we get to learn about how sand works. So anyway. Vi and Vo, it's basically just how they differentiate genders, kind of like with, well, he and she in English, El and Ella for Spanish. There's many instances of it in Japanese, but imoto, or ototo, imoto, ane, ani, stuff like that. That's basically all it is, just like noting gender. That's really all Vo and Vi are. So, in the grand scheme, Link, Vo. Do we have to have a history lesson on that? No. Did I do it anyway? Yes. Why? Don't ask questions you don't know what the answers to. So, I'm going to keep it like, I'm just going to do it like this. So we do need to construct ourselves a little machine to get around this place. And the best way to do this is going to be to just kind of either use this raft to get around places or run against the sand current. Again, you should have enough stamina to just walk against the current and get where you need to go, especially if you're coming here late. Maybe you'll need to build yourself a raft and have push out as far as you can, then reverse it. But this is how I'm handling it. Anyway, now that we have our sand skidder for a better term, let's go get stuff. First of all, the treasure out here. Cool. Try it again. First of all, the treasure out here is going to be over here. on this secluded part of the shrine. Don't too far. You're not gonna have that much speed. I would recommend that you just kind of park it right. You park your craft right here so you don't lose it to the sand tides. And pop this open. Now you could just, you might be able to have enough go to just pop over or jump the whole distance over there. We're done here. Cool. You may have enough like movement distance to just pop over the place, or pop over the that gap there and build yourself another sand device. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad. This could be bad. Hey, it wasn't quite that bad. It is still bad. Hold on, I have an idea. Get on it, and now try again. Anyway. And there'll be, and we kind of had like a linguistics lesson about the Gerudo and their dialect when we were here, or when we were in Terrytown. So, if you kind of got used to that, it's in the same vein almost. Not the same exact vein, but the same vein. I keep forgetting how long this takes. That's why I'm quiet for so long during these parts. I forget how long this whole part takes. Bright, wonderful day. I might put on the headband. But yeah, so they've got little sand skeeters, I guess, around here if you want to use those. The sand seals still exist if you want to get those, but considering the building nature of this game, it'll be much better for you if you just build your way or just hoof it, tough it out and hoof it across the sands. Now it is getting warm. It's getting warm enough that I think I'll actually go ahead and put on the headband for a little bit. And also sort out the inventory. But where we need to go, basically for our next objective, we just need to follow the path directly to town. I would love to say to take a stop at like here or even here to get some bubble frogs, because there's like 2 or 3 caves along this way. For one, this one's actually going to be part of a whole side quest, so we can't really do anything with this right now. But I do know there's like, I think there's a cave down in this valley. There's 1 or 2 caves here, or I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it counts 2 caves. There's at least 1 cave here. There's probably a cave hiding back here. There's caves sprinkled all across here. And there's this 1 cave in the very back corner that's actually going to be for the last of our Colossal Fossil quests. There might be more. But those are the ones I remember. So there are a fair share of caves out here still. Oh, and you can actually see it happening. So we've stepped into the sandstorm. We cannot see a dang thing on our entire map. We can warp elsewhere, but we can't see a dang thing on either of our maps. If you step back into a town of any kind, the problem goes away. So you either want to aim yourself somewhere and keep going straight towards that point, or if you can take note of your surroundings quickly, unlike me at some points, you can hop into these hop into these sand spouts that are scattered throughout and ride them all the way up. They kind of give you a way you want to go. Now I am pointed almost directly and entirely at where I want to go. I may fall into a canyon on the travel. And unfortunately, because this is the desert, we can't really see to the bottom of the desert. But also, while we're out here, you will encounter Gibdos. If you have an ally, any one of your allies' abilities will help you defeat a Gibdo, no questions asked. I think even Tulin's ability, but I do not know that for certain. Cool, we know the Desert Rift is here, but I can't do anything with it. So, if you have allies at this point, any one of them will help you sort out the problems involving the Gibdos. Now, I don't know where I am anymore. So the smart thing to do would probably be to put on my shrine sensor, but I'm just gonna head in what I feel. Oh, or in the way of a sand spout. I'm just gonna smart thing to do probably would be to put on your shrine sensor to find roughly where you're looking, but I happen to find what I'm after. Up we go, get high enough, just see where we're going, and I was still going the right way. And that doesn't even work anymore. Oh, but there's a bloopy right there. Alright, I'm going to do something dumb. Hey, where am I going? Also, let me test something. That incapacitates them, but it doesn't knock them over. All right, so this one. Lightning. Well, this does count as a cave, even though I don't think I should be here right now, but this does count as a cave. Yeah, I have this feeling that this particular cave, I may have circumvented a challenge, by the way, by coming in here. But I'm just going to walk through here, and hopefully I'll come across the bubble frog, or at least hear bubble frog in my travels. And if not, I'll have to double back. Anybody. There we go. And, oh, you're not... Man, you're not done? Why are you not done? You should be done. Thank you for shooting them, Dylan. I hear it. But anyway. Yeah, so we are fighting Gibdos proper now. And fighting Gibdos is a pain. Fighting Gibdos is a pain. It sucks. You have to have some form of elemental affinity to disperse them. And oddly enough, that was one of the... I got many points coming to my head right now while we're here, so forgive me if I kind of like jumble up my thoughts. So this is one of like 2 or 3 caves that are in this particular stretch. So that's really all I got. It's like there's 1 or 2 caves in this particular stretch of land. And now we pop out, and I don't know where it is. Do I get my radar for like nope. Nope, but there is that, and that's actually where I went into the ground. That's where I went into the ground for the cave. So, Sidon. I appreciate your gusto, but your spear alone will not be enough. They have too much armor for that. Let's see, let me get up here where I can see the cloud, and let me zoom across the sky. Now, in normal instances of this game, in normal instances of Breath of the Wild, Gerudo, you would be kicked out of Gerudo Town already by this point. Thankfully, this is not the case. The only issue is this place has now become a ghost town. Also, keep note of these balls. Free spear, should you want it, but just keep note of this place in town. There is also a cave system of sorts, multiple cave systems of sorts around here, but we'll address things as they come. But Gerudo Town has been, for lack of a better term, overrun by the raging sandstorm, and most of the residents have fled to safety. And we kind of saw that safety already, but I still wish to, you know, do dumb stuff. Like move the seal head around over. And that's just a way underground it looks like. Okay, never mind that. But I'm going to do a tiny bit of ransacking here this place. It's not ransacking, no one's using it. I am going to do a tiny bit of procuring goods here before I move on. Sand seals, a diary, a couple scrolls, wall scrolls. But I guess the main thing I'm here for now, before I do anything else, is the what you call it, the shrine in the center of town. Oh, there was a spot. There it is. I want to make sure to handle this shrine here and now before I do anything else. That, and it will also let us get that 4th heart out of 4 hearts I promised. Now for our shrine in question, we have Buried Light. Buried Light. Oh, well, I see how we're going to do this. I was waiting for the I'm not going to lie. I'm stupid, and I'm not going to lie. I was waiting for Tulin to pop out of my forehead so I could actually do this, but I just remembered that we can't do it like that. We can't use Tulin in these shrines. We can't use any sage. Yeah, oh no, that was the right word. Brain. Come on, man. We cannot use any of the sages in these shrines. We must use our own tools and wits. This shrine is basically all about teaching us about how wind works on sand piles. So if you didn't learn before, we know it now. All right, we got like our 7th. We got our 7th small key of the game. Let's go. Now, you could also probably just, if you have it in your inventory, if you want to like cut out the middleman a little bit with this fan, you could probably put a Korok frond on any one of your swords and use that to blow air instead of using this fan. But I choose to use a fan. Hey, you found me. Yeah, haha, you found me. Where's your posse? Okay, you don't have much of a posse left, do you? Now, I don't think this... we actually have experimented with this already when we did the... I forget what the quest is called. We did do a quest. That's nice. You can't shoot me through the bars because you don't have my accuracy. We did kind of deal with this particular... this thing with the mirrors. When we went to the cave that had the 7th... Or the, excuse me, the 8th goddess. Or, I guess, yeah, it's called the 8th goddess. Pretty sure I touched on that. But when we did do that, like I said, we did have the ability to... Or we did kind of touch on that lightly. Or we did... Yeah, we did touch on that... Oh, I didn't mean to put it down. Oops. We did touch on, like, that how all that whole process works then. But... not really to this degree. Now, I gotta... If I just throw it, will it, like... Yeah, it'll do what I want to do. Cool. Except I gotta do it closer to the wall. I just need to get on top of it. Nope, not that high. Or didn't get up high enough. Close enough? No, not yet. Fine. I'll play your way. Put it down normal. Give me up and over. I said up and over. Do I have room for a weapon? I do not. Fine, what do I have that's... Yeah, sure. I'll probably drop this in a second anyway. Okay, go up. There we go. And this is just to get the treasure chest. But we do have to just clear this off. And drop that. Nice freeze frame. But yeah, we do have to clear it off to get the treasure chest in here. So what we did otherwise was kind of moot point. And all for a few arrows, great. That is the only treasure chest in here though, so we're free to do whatever. And let me grab this sword back. I said let me grab the sword back. Now I don't see... Oh, I would say I don't see a light, but I do see my answer. I do see my answer to go forward, at least. Now then, you will give me the answer to life. Liberty and the pursuit of happiness. Don't ask why I said it like that. Okay, fan. Oh, I just realized what weapon I'm using. Get your right weapon out that you said you want to break first, Scooter. Come on, man. You're better than this, you're not, but you're better than this. So let's go ahead and clear off ourselves a path. We also want to clean this off because it will shine a light through the rest of this place. I guess we'll have to wait on that. Let's free this first. And because we can't take it with us, let's use this to finish cleaning off the light just in case the cutscene plays. It did not, but what we have to do now is take this mirror, shine it out through, well, anywhere outside here, really. It doesn't matter where, just shine it out. And then we go back. We got to go back and grab the light, shine it through the mirror, shine in the light catch, I guess, above the mirror here. And we'll be done with this temple. Or temple? Shrine, whatever the heck it says. You are shining through. Anyway, let me reposition it. Good enough. Doesn't matter where it is, we just have to be able to catch the light when we get back outside. Okay, now that I've handled all that. But yeah, we have already handled this this particular gimmick. It's the mirror shield puzzles from Ocarina of Time. Bounce right around, bounce light around, hit specific spots, and light up And make them say, oh yes, sufficient light. Please proceed forward, young master. And I will tell you to remember this particular gimmick because you will be using it, well, for the regional phenomenon when we get there. All right, so now we have a base of operations for this whole regional phenomenon thing. And I'm going to look on the map because there is like a rough area. I think there is like a rough area where we're going to be for this. I want to say it's this, this, and this. I'm not going to highlight anything yet just to be safe. Because it won't do us any good anyway. Well, I'll highlight them anyway. Because we'll be going there eventually if this is the case. But we also have other steps to take before we can even start going to those. But those will be the next 3 shrines we'll have to go to. Next 3 of 7 highlighted places on the surface. That's weird to think about. But we do have to solve the problem of Gerudo Town proper before we can do anything else. So, first things first. Let's just try and go into the front door in this case. Hello. Nothing to report. Sup? Oh, did you come here to escape the sand shroud? Yes. Well, kind of, actually. Well, you've reached the entrance to the Gerudo shelter, but I cannot allow any vote to pass through this door. Yes. Man. There's a custom, really more of a law that we Gerudo follow. Young Gerudo are generally not allowed to interact with Vo. What's wrong? What's going on? Vo wandered in here. It's kind of funny. Like you can see, we'll be in there shortly. I'll show you how to get in there. I'm not gonna spoil it. The plot's not even hiding the fact. We'll be in there shortly, so we'll get everything sorted in just a second. But I like how you can kind of see in there with this particular interaction. You kind of see where everybody is. Though I do like, in general, because the Gerudo are so tall, that everything is at Gerudo height for peeking and looking through, and not anybody else. What'd you say, Vo? There's nothing wrong. There's nothing to worry about. The Vo is very short and can't even reach the peepholes in the door. I can fix that. He's out of sight, and even on his tiptoes, he won't be able to see in. Ma'am, you are 7.5 feet tall. Do not call me a short king. Normally, Vos aren't even allowed to set foot within the walls of Gerudo Town. But this is a unique situation. So long as you keep out of the shelter, I'll overlook your presence in town. If you're looking for some place to get out of Sandshroud, you can rest in one of the houses on the surface. Well, they said no entry. But there are little hints and bits around here. Well, that guy mainly. That guy mainly will tell you this exact point, but I want to test something. Hey, do you die to this? Yes? I guess Dazzle Fruit worked the same effect. This guy actually will give you a good hint on how you're supposed to proceed forward at this point. Also, Gibdo bits. We can finally get them properly. Hey, buddy, you can settle down? No. Wait, what? Yeah, hi. Oh, you're just another real living person. I was certain it's one of those ghosts haunting this place to come for me. Traveled here hoping to meet a wonderful, amazing Gerudo woman who lived here, but there's no one. I do sometimes hear voices coming up from the wells. Oh, and I also occasionally see small shadows moving to the west. Obviously, the place is haunted now by the restless spirits of beautiful Gerudo who were slain by the strange monsters. If I'm not careful, the same monsters might get me too. You know, with all that thought process you're currently juggling, you wouldn't have the thought process of, oh, if I get slain by these creatures, I may also join the fallen Gerudo and see them in the afterlife. You never thought of that? Anyway, that man, to save his life, he'll give you the hint that basically wells. And when you're in the well, these are all wells. I don't think this is a cave system, so you do not have to worry about anything else. There will be a series of bottles here. You, the Vo reading this, are the Vo I have fated to meet. I am the Vi destined for you. You must hurry and rescue me. I am locked away in the outside world. Do not worry, though. I will send all my love to you until you come find me. Ma'am, I'm going to need you to get a nice, deep, exorbitant, clear drink of water. Like this one right here. So all the pieces I've put in the puzzle I've put into place. they have to get their water somehow, and, well, this is the way we can get up, and it is beyond the wall. So, a quick story before I do this. I will tell you that I was a little apprehensive about doing this myself in my personal playthrough, because, like, well, I'm not allowed in there. But this is really the only way I can go to, like, progress anything. So, let's just hope they remember who I am. We're in. Stop! There's no Vo here. Stop him! Look, I'm just trying to help. Please don't hurt me. I bruise easily. You have muscles bigger than my torso. I will die. Vo not permitted in here. You must leave at once. Okay, I will do as much. Ah, door opens. Hold on. Yes? Well, thank you for spelling it out for the player, but what about the character itself? It has been some time, Soulsman. It is alright. This one has the chief's permission to enter, and he is welcome to visit any of the shops and businesses. Spread word. Let everyone know this is the case. For you to come all this way, enduring the strange storm that plagues us, you must have some important news to share. Princess gone. Princess of Hyrule still missing. We heard of the events of Hyrule Castle, but things are dire indeed. Still, Swordsman, Link, I am impressed you made it here through the storm that surrounds Gerudo Town. The sand shroud settled on us some time ago. We sent out patrols to try and determine what was causing it, but a swarm of monsters called Gibdos suddenly appeared, attacked our troops, and forced us to retreat. The Gibdos have even made their way into the town. As a result, everyone has evacuated to the shelter for the safety. As someone charged with protecting Gerudo Town, I am ashamed at our current situation. That is all to say this is all to say that although I wished I could help you search for the princess, now is not a good time. Lady Riju is currently training. She is trying to become strong enough to save us from this disaster. If you are hoping to speak with Lady Riju, you should visit the ruins to the north. And we have our quest. It's highlighted. It's highlighted. This is the last of the regional phenomenon, and we have our path forward. And also, I'm going to buy some stuff because I'm dumb. First of all, whatever. We are buying... There is so much armor here, so we will probably... okay, talking about the shop holder. Anyway. Oh, I didn't mean to get the quest. Oops. Could have probably left that for later. But anyway. That is still really expensive. I'll wait on buying stuff, but there is going to be a bunch, and I do mean a bunch of armor we're going to be able to buy. Not only here, but once everything's done. So you're going to run up to me and hide your eyes? You are dense. But we'll hold off on the... we shall hold off on all of the other stuff in time. I will not throw a bomb while I'm inside of here because I'm pretty much guaranteeing my death. That looks important. But yes, this is a safe haven. This is a safe haven for you to be for right now. You are the only person that is allowed to be inside of here. Hey, what's up? And you're trapped in jail. So there's not a whole lot you can do here, and I'll be honest, it is probably a little easier to do anything in here once things have died down. So I will wait for that. But let me go ahead and turn in our Lights of Blessings. Where's that goddess statue? There it is. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some hearts. Hello. So if you try and select Stamina Vessel, I should show this off. Your being overflows vigor. There's no need to increase your stamina any further. Yes. So let's get some heart containers. But as I get all these, this is actually a good time for me to cut things off. I'm like looking at my readouts and everything and how my mental state is right now with this. I think this is probably a good time to stop because we're going to start getting into a long chain of events that's going to lead up to the temple of this area. And starting it now will cause me to like pause in the middle of it like I did with the Zora area. So I think it's a good idea just to cash in everything we got and call it good here. So while I'm cashing in all this stuff, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Well, here we go. Everyone, I do want to thank you all so much for watching this episode of Tears of the Kingdom. And I hope to see you again when we will start off the Peril in the Gerudo region. What is this called? The quest name was just up there and I'm too dumb. Okay, I hope you didn't highlight that because I want the main quest. Region of Gerudo Town. There we go. We will start off Region of Gerudo Town. I'll see you folks next time. Take care. Also, we can go back down that well if we want to.